Hello, I'm Claire from Created the Odds Way. I'm an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up in the UK. Thank you for joining me. Today we are going to take a 5-minute craft break. Yep, that's it, just 5 minutes. We're going to have a little bit of a play and see if we can make something in that 5 minutes. I am going to be using this Keeping Tabs set from Stampin' Up. It's a really lovely stamp set. It's got a bit of everything. So it's got a couple of sentiments, well, couple, I say quite a few. Happy holidays, happy birthday, congratulations, with sympathy, hello friend, and thank you. So really useful, especially for little tags or little things like that. It's also got these, which more lend themselves to putting on the tabs. So my list, notes, menu, to do, yeah, really good. And it's got this blank one here, and then it's got these here. Now you can buy it with either a matching die, which is what I've got here, or a matching punch. The die, I've gone for the die because it takes up less space in my craft room, but that actually will fit just over the stamped images, so you can die cut it in one go. You could make a load ahead of time and then decide what you wanted on your tabs. So they're the sets we're going to be using today, the Keeping Tabs dies and the Keeping Tabs stamp set. Just to show you, in the catalogue, page 59, there's some other ideas of what to use it for as well. I love the Stampin' Up brochure, that it actually gives you some ideas. It's not just selling the products. So what we're going to use is, you're going to need a notebook. Now I picked this up from the local shop. I think it was 69p. It's actually quite a thick little notebook, and it's ring bound. You can make your own ring bound notebooks, not too tricky. You could do that. I will do that in another video another day, but for the sake of today I've just got this one. It's black, so that has dictated my paper choice. I'm going to cover the front in some of the Be Mine paper. Yeah, Be Mine paper. So I've got loads of this left over. You can see it's got lots of black on the bees, so that will go really well. And I'm going to stamp some of the tabs, and I'm going to add those as well. So should we do that first? I'm going to move that back out the way. Because it's black, I thought it would be quite nice to have a crumb cake tab. So where's the stamp set? Let's move these out the way, because our 5 minutes is going very quickly. So you've got your stamps on there. Okay, now these are really sticky, and it's got like a gap there, so it means it's quite pulley. So I'm going to place it upside down and put it on. Okay, and then I have got some black ink, and I'm just going to stamp on there. So that's one. That's a nice striped one. That's really effective, isn't it? Then I've got my other one here. So I've already got it on my stamp. Just going to ink that up. That's going to go on there. And then the last one, which I think is my favourite actually. It's got such a lovely effect. I'm going to use this for lots of things, I think. And that one is there. Okay, so on that, oh, look at that, that's lovely. So on there, it really looks nothing, doesn't it? In the set, you also get those little words that I was saying. So if I do one of those as well, so you've got a nice to-do here. I'm just going to use the other side of that, just for quickness. See if I can see what I'm doing. Oh, upside down. No, that's impossible, Claire. Why are you even trying to do that? Okay. Can you see? So you can stamp your little sentiment straight on there as well. And then you get your die, which I've put over here somewhere. You put it through your die cutting machine. Now I like to use some washi tape to hold it in place, just like that. Okay, put it through your die cutting machine and wait for it. Ta-da! Look, there you have them. So you've got your 3 die cut pieces. Now, how do you work out the size of the front of your book? So I've taken a sheet out, okay, because my page is exactly the same as my cover, the size, I can do that. And then I measure this on my paper trimmer. Okay, so I put that on there. Now I don't want my paper to go over this bit because that's just making it too hard work. So I'm going to measure just to about here. Let's put that there. So I want it just about there. So I put that on there. Ignore the fact that it's got a curved corner, and then work out what the measurement is there. And the same that way, work out what the measurement is between here and here, which I did earlier. And I've got this piece of paper. Okay, so that's going to go directly on there, and I'm just going to glue that straight on. As long as my glue plays ball. Okay, just put glue over the whole thing, just as though you were putting it on the front of a card, really. I'm sure 5 minutes is already gone, isn't it? I won't be putting this in the 5-minute videos. Okay, so I'm just making sure that it's right at the edge, that it's not going over, and just pressing it all over. Make sure it's at the top and the bottom, and if I turn that over, you can see where it goes round the corner, but that's okay because I can cut those bits off. I'll just allow it to set a minute, and it's much easier to cut them off there than it is trying to get the shape done before you do it. Okay, so that's that one. Look at that, lovely. Now the front, I've already stamped this, and I've got this lovely little sentiment about believing the world is full of magic, which I love. It's not Stampin' Up, I'm afraid. It's a really old stamp that I've had for years. You know, we've all got those, haven't we? Right at the bottom of the cupboard. And I rediscovered them last week and thought, oh, these used to be my favourite. So I'm very happy that I found it. So that's just going on there. I don't want anything that sticks up because otherwise it will just get pulled off. So I'm not putting any dimensionals or anything. Now, the inside. So I tend not to use the front one, the front page. And now all I've got to do is work out which order I want them in. So that one says menu, that one says to do, and this one says notes. So what I also did was I stamped it on red because I thought the red might actually look really nice, and I'm gonna actually change to the red. I've sort of already decided that. What do you think? Do you think the red or do you think the crumb cake? I'm going to go with red. Okay, so I've only got 3 and I've got loads of pages. So I'm going to do the middle. No, I'm going to do the first one first. So I'm going to wind back a page or 2 actually. And I'm going to see which one I want first. Notes, my list. So I'm going to have notes first. So I'm going to open it up and put glue on half of the die there and half of the die there. Do I want to put it on all of it? Do you know what? I'm just thinking, I wonder if I could get a pencil in there. Do you think that would work? How cool would that be if I could get a pencil in? Or it's not, is it? I don't know if it's quite big enough. Do you know what? I think I might try on the first one. Okay, so I've only put glue on half. I'm going to put it right on the edge, like so, so that there's room for me to get that pencil in. So I'm sticking it back and front. and I'm just going to see if it stands out. Yep, it probably stands out a bit more than I first wanted it to. No, that's fine. Okay, so that's my first one. Okay, then I'm going to do my last one first. So again, I'm going to leave a few pages at the back, and I'm going to use this one. Now this time I'm going to put glue over the whole thing because I don't want the pencil to hook in. I mean, the pencil might not work on the first one, but I'm going to give it a go. So this time, again, I'm only using half of it, but I want to make sure that it sticks out as much. So you can't see my list, so I need to, while it's still wet, move it up a bit like so. Okay, so that I can press the whole thing down, and then that allows me to see where my middle one is going to go. Okay, so let's put glue on it. This is definitely longer than 5 minutes. I need to rewind and say, this is not a 5-minute playtime. How many times do you do that though? You go in your craft room because you're going to make a quick make. Right, I need it sort of in the middle. So I'm just going to there, I think. And let's see if I can find it. One page. Just want one page, not two. That's going to go there. This actually looks really nice. Okay, I'll bring that up so I can see it. Oh, slide it along while I can. Look at that! Ta-da! Okay, now let's see if my pencil fits in. Oh, it does. It's quite a fat pencil. Look at that. Look at that. I'm so pleased. Okay, there it is. Our not so 5-minute make. Okay, I'm just going to take that pencil out. I think I might look for a nice snazzy pen to go in there. Okay, so I've got notes, to do, and my list. Quick as a flash, just not quite 5 minutes. If you've enjoyed this make and you want to see some more, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you like the products that I use, you can shop with me at created.The.co.uk. Thanks for watching.